last 3 years have been eventful. Ours has been an agenda with a deadline, and that's the way we have framed it. Every hour that's gone can never be recovered. And so we run on a turbocharged, within the framework, a turbocharged framework of execution, execution, execution. Because we came into this job prepared. And my vision for Anambra as African Dubai, Taiwan, Silicon Valley, ADTS, began in 2006 when I delivered the keynote speech at the investment summit by the League of Anambra Professionals here in Anambra. I was governor of the central bank, and the title of my speech was Envisioning Anambra as the African Dubai, Taiwan, Silicon Valley. It's published, a booklet. And since then, because Anambra has all it takes, Anambra, if you see locationally, we have boundary with the north, through Kogi, boundary with the southwest, south-south, through Delta, Edeh to southwest. Then we have boundary with rivers. We have boundary with 3 southeastern states. And you know, Onitsha remained the largest market in West Africa. And we thought that, like Dubai, that set out to build it as a commercial logistics hub, we have a potentially navigable inland water, which is River Niger, that Anambra could actually be repositioned to become that Dubai in terms of being a commercial heartland of Nigeria with a logistics hub. But then, if you look around the country and around Africa and around the world, the prowess of Anambra people is technology, science and technology. And that this could actually be, this is the minting ground for these science and tech gurus around the world. And so we began to envisage domesticating this as a home, Anambra as a digital tribe, Anambra as the Silicon Valley of Africa. But underpinning all of this is human capital. We don't have abundant material, natural resources, minuscule oil and gas and so on, a few solid minerals. But that our greatest asset is human capital. Just like Taiwan, Taiwan doesn't have much mineral resources, but decided to mine its human capital to now turn it to become an industrial giant. And we thought that turning Anambra from being a commercial hub that it has been, but then scaling it up to be the center in Africa, logistics hub, and then the Silicon Valley, the tech, with industrialization, using human capital. Of course, you know, the largest automobile, indigenous automobile companies here in Anambra. Others are also established, and I'm going to be commissioning another very soon. And our people are known for our industry. That vision was what we set up with. And I did propose to my predecessor, and he accepted, that we should develop a 50-year development plan for Anambra. And he asked me to chair the committee, which I did. So we produced the Anambra Vision 2070, 50-year development plan for Anambra. And in the run-up to the election, I had to develop what we call the Soludo Solution, a people's manifesto for a greater Anambra. So armed with these 3 documents, the plan was set, the destination was clear, and the agenda very clear. It's now the issue of execution, execution, execution. And we have been running as if there will be no tomorrow. So over the last 3 years, what we have been doing is actually trying to, it's been foundational. We've been intentionally trying to put the key pillars of what will be required to lay a solid foundation for this Vision 2070, for this 50-year plan. This is the first administration after the design of the 50-year plan to come on board. And so our journey is to draw a mark. We have a destination. We have a plan. This is the foundation. And over the last 3 years, all I can say in summary is that in all facets, and we have been running on 5 pillars, if you call them the 5 fingers of our plan. The first is security, law, and order. The second is infrastructure and economic transformation. The third is human capital and social agenda. The fourth is governance and a new value system. And the fifth is the environment. Environment is Anambra's existential threat. We're threatened by flooding, and 1/3 of our land is threatened by gully erosion. So we're thinking about a new framework of planned communities, markets, and cities that will be sustainable, green, and sustainable. So with these 5 pillars, we'll be running on all of them concurrently. And the summary, and which several people, not us, have testified, is that Anambra is rising. Anambra is on the rise. And that is the summary of it all. One of the titles given to me here in the state, I have some chieftaincy title. I'm supposed to be a high chief. But that one was given by traditional rulers in 45 communities coming and bestowing on me. That was even when, in 2004, so Denibo, Agwata, and Orumba. But, and since then, I have been very, very, literally been refusing to accept hundreds of offers of chieftaincy titles, except 1, 2 more additional. But there is one just given to me in the street by a woman, and that has caught fire everywhere. They say, Olwa Tuegu, the man where not the fear walk. That's by a woman who just looking at on project inspection, and she just like that. Ah, this man is Olwa Tuegu. That's, English translation is just the man who doesn't fear work. He undertakes things that we couldn't imagine before, and so on and so forth. But for me, there are still just basics